In the current scenario, India needs to act quickly to avoid imminent crisis. If not resolved, the growing NPA problem can aggravate the balance sheet imbalances of the banking sector. This would require reforms to make the banking and financial sector more transparent and accountable. Ladies and gentlemen, India Leadership Conclave believes that as India marks 30 years since the 1991 reforms that opened up India's economy and polity to the world, India Leadership Conclave curates a compendium of topics that delve into India's journey from a country threatened by a balance of payments crisis to one that is fast on its way to becoming a $5 trillion economy. The delivery of all government services remains substandard. Political interference has eroded the independence and quality of institutions, ranging from the police and courts to educational and cultural institutions. India's economic reforms over 25 years have transformed it from a low-income country to a middle-income one. But to become a high-income country, India must liberalize the economy much further, improve governance and raise the quality of its institutions. So clearly, our achievements over the 30 years of economic reforms have been visible in multiple ways. As a result of higher rates of economic growth, the number of people living below the poverty line has significantly decreased. Illustratively, a 2020 UNDP report found that a record 273 million people were lifted out of poverty in just one decade from 2005 to 2016. We have over this period also expanded access to education and healthcare, increased consumer choice patterns, and fostered a new generation of innovative entrepreneurs and small businesses. The service sector has come to occupy an important place in the pattern of our economic activity. The large bouquet of consumer choices is in sharp contrast to their limited availability in 1991. The change and the dialogue is staggering. It was in 1991, 3 decades ago, that India left with little time or options, ushered in pivotal economic reforms. It opened up its economy and abolished the intricate system of controls that gave the state primacy in most aspects of business and daily life. No power on earth can stop an idea whose time has come, the then Finance Minister Manmohan Singh said during his 1991 budget speech, quoting French poet Victor Hugo. If the reforms process started under the government that faced a balance of payments crisis under Prime Minister P.V. Narasimha Rao, it has continued in fits and starts under various governments since then, shackled by coalition politics or lack of consensus at different periods, and for the first time under a government with a single party majority under Prime Minister Narendra Modi since 2014. Today, India's economy is facing exceptional headwinds yet again, battered by a pandemic. The circumstances are ripe for deep reforms. While the immediate reality is difficult, the sentiment is on the upswing. The vaccine rollout has begun. It's an opportune time to look back and take stock. How have these 30 years transformed India? What's the unfinished agenda? What are the pitfalls to watch out for? What do the next 3 decades hold in store? Ladies and gentlemen, one of the great paradoxes is that Indian industry is capital intensive despite the country having surplus labor. Job creation in industry has been weaker than expected. Gauging from the pace of Gati Shakti, the speed and force of reforms that have propelled the economic upturn in 2021, it is expected that Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi will leave no stone unturned until 2024 to end his second innings as the tallest reformer of post-independent India. He retains the political mandate and has the political will to persist with tough reforms. The fact that he holds the highest global approval ratings of 70% in the post-COVID times will help build the momentum for India's century.
अभी उसको घुमाओ वहाँ पे।